Unity is strength, a principle echoed across generations of Black leaders and visionaries. Today, we explore the impassioned words of Dr. Umar Johnson, a renowned psychologist, educator, and Pan-Africanist who has devoted his life to one powerful mission: united Black people worldwide. Watch and pay attention, and I'll share my thought later.
Y'all, I think Dr. Umar is right. Let me explain. So after the election, I don't know if y'all remember, but there was an interview with an Asian dude and a white guy who voted for Trump. And the Asian guy asked the white guy, hey, why did you vote for Trump? And the white guy's response was that he wants to basically keep the white race growing, and he doesn't want the white race to decline by population and numbers. And that really opened my mind to think a little bit more, because when I'm thinking, you want the white race to grow, I'm thinking, okay, white people are going to have more kids. White people are going to be the ones, since mainly white people voted for Trump. I mean, they're going to be the ones wanting to have the babies the most. I mean, they voted against abortion. I'm assuming that they're wanting to have the kids the most. But it's not that simple. Let me tell y'all something. They have been putting lately, and this is lately what I've been seeing, they have been putting the Black and white relationship dynamic in the media so bad, in the music videos, the movies, the commercials, everything. And it just seems to me like they're going to try to eliminate our race over a course of generations. So basically, think about it like this. Say a Black man or a Black woman get in a relationship with a white man or a white woman, right? And the white woman or the Black woman ends up getting pregnant, having a baby, a mixed baby. That baby then grows up and ends up, if they normalize it so much, the baby is going to grow up and be, most likely end up with a white partner. It's very likely, y'all. So he's not eliminating the bloodline that raised him. He's going to eliminate the Black bloodline that's coming after him. So it would not be that way if he was getting in the relationship with a Black person, or she was getting in a relationship with a Black man. It would be like slowly erasing our race, if that makes sense. Like, if white people are going to keep making decisions that keep us outnumbered by them. Because I don't know if y'all know this or not, but all of the colored people in the entire globe, it is like so many times more than the amount of white people and Europeans on the globe. Like, I need y'all to understand, we outnumber them globally, yes, but not nationally, not here in the US. So if they say we can't beat and kill them and we can't lock all of them up in jail, so the easiest way to keep them outnumbered is to make them erase their own race. Y'all, this unlocks so much in me mentally, because it makes me think like a lot of the stuff that we argue about be propaganda. Like, we sit up here and like Black men sit up here and talk about how they don't like Black women. They only like white girls. Y'all, all of this stuff is very much planned. It is not like, it's not just put in place like that by accident. When you see a majority of Black women on TV, even Tyler Perry movies, there's gonna be a terrible Black woman stereotype, a dangerous Black woman stereotype that they're pushing on that exact show or movie or commercial. Like, they push the stereotypes that Black women are too masculine, Black men are too feminine. They push these things onto us so that we can date other races and eventually erase our own race in the meantime, over generations, y'all. And it's crazy because ignorant people do not think that deeply into it. They're just like, well, I mean, it's okay to have a white partner. It's okay if, my partner's not Black. Yes, it is okay, but you do not realize the generational impact that is going to come from that. That's why I say Dr. Umar not wrong about everything he's saying. He's Pan-African, trying to keep up, basically trying to keep up the population of black people, and black people are listening to media and mainstream stuff and TV, and it's making us not want each other, so that we end up getting with other races, having babies by those other races. Those babies end up having babies by those races as well, and our community and our population eventually gets wiped out. This is not far-fetched. I'm not reaching, y'all. This is actually how they're gonna try and wipe our race out. Like, if you want to outnumber people, you have to outsmart them. And they are outsmarting us, putting all of these interracial relationships, throwing them in our faces, putting them all on TV, putting them all on social media every time you scroll. Like, it's not by accident, it's by design. So think about it like this. If we have police brutality killing our people, the baby daddies are offing their baby mamas. These are black people. Black on black crime, along with interracial relationships. This is how they're gonna wipe us out, with those 4 things. The easiest one being the interracial relationships and making us date other people and have babies by other races, so that we eventually wipe our race out.
Dr. Umar Johnson believes that black unity is the foundation for true liberation and progress. His views are rooted in a deep understanding of history, economics, and psychology. Dr. Johnson highlights how colonialism, slavery, and systemic racism have historically divided black people, from drawing artificial borders in Africa to pitting communities against each other in the diaspora. He emphasizes the urgent need to heal these wounds. For Dr. Johnson, economic independence is a cornerstone of black unity. He argues that by pooling resources, supporting black-owned businesses, and creating self-sufficient communities, black people can break free from economic dependency. Education is another pillar of Dr. Umar Johnson's vision for unity. He advocates for culturally relevant education that teaches black children their history, heritage, and potential. Dr. Johnson also calls for a global Pan-African movement. He envisions a unified network of black people across continents, working together to reclaim their political, economic, and cultural power. Dr. Umar Johnson's message is clear. Unity is not just a goal, it is a necessity. By coming together, celebrating our shared heritage, and building for the future, we can create a world where black people thrive in every sense of the word. What are your thoughts on Dr. Umar Johnson's vision for black unity? Let us know in the comment box below. Until next time, cheers and have a good one.